On this special episode of It's Me or the Dog, Victoria visits two single dog owners, Bachelor Mike and Bachelorette Stacey, who've got one shared problem. Their dogs are ruining their love lives. Mike's dog, Tripe, attacks other people's dogs.
He's never gonna get a girl like that.
It's tough enough to meet a really wonderful woman. This is one more thing that makes it more problematic.
And Stacy's Tibetan Terrier, Pampy, scares away dates.
It's like living with Jaws.
And cannot be left alone. Can Victoria come to the rescue?
I want to get you back out dating again without Pampy.
Train both dogs?
So if he pulls me, I go in the other direction. Tripe.
And secretly bring these two lonely hearts together?
I have another little surprise up my sleeve.
Victoria Stilwell has more than 13 years' experience training dogs. But today, she's embarking on a very different kind of mission. She's meeting two different owners whose dogs are destroying their love lives.
Dogs are naturally social animals, so owning one can be a great way of meeting new people. But if your dog takes a dislike to other dogs or to their owners, then social encounters could become a disaster.
Victoria's first stop is to meet Bachelorette Stacey. She wants to observe firsthand how Stacey's dog is impacting her dating life.
Come on in.
Okay. Cautiously. Hi.
Hi. She's giving you the once-over.
Yeah?
She's deciding if you get to stay or you get kicked to the curb.
Oh, really?
She said stay.
Stay or go? Oh,
She said
good.
stay.
Oh, thank goodness, I've been accepted. Good. Now, tell me about her.
Well, she's a 9-year-old pet rescued Tibetan Terrier.
Right.
She has intense separation anxiety. Because Pampy freaks out so badly when she's been left alone, I haven't left this dog by herself in the last 5 years. I mean, it's been years because
When you say she's got separation anxiety, what does she do?
She would take and destroy all the crown molding lining my door, all the paint off my door. She would take off drywall. I take her on dates with me. It means I take her to business meetings with me. I take her to temple with me. She likes to go to gyms and watch me work out. She loves to go to hair salons. We're like two girlfriends hanging out, living our lives, single women, out in the world.
Stacy and Pampy seem to have a very, very codependent relationship upon each other.
My dating life has been, how should I say, handicapped.
Stacy could really spoil her chances by bringing her dog on every single date. I don't think she's doing herself any favors. Has Pampy actually bitten any of your dates?
Yeah, she's nipped or bit all of them. Some a nip, some a bite, some a hole in their jeans. It's like living with Jaws. It's like a shark dog.
Former boyfriend Henry has experienced Pampy's jaws firsthand.
Yeah.
Oh. How is it dating somebody who is obviously very attached to their dog?
It's a problem. Well, you need to make a decision up front what you're going to do that day. You can't just be spontaneous. It doesn't work. I think that Pampy is too involved in Stacy's life, and her life would look totally different if she takes control of it.
The lack of spontaneity and the biting aren't Henry's only gripes.
Seeing a girl that kisses her dog or stuff like that, I have a problem with it. So when you see that once, you're like, okay.
So wait a second, okay. You didn't have Pampy kiss you, lick you, and then you kissed him. No, seriously, did you?
I don't know. It's possible. I'm not gonna.
Don't kiss your dog in front of your man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bad threesome, for sure.
How are you?
Nice.
One person particularly anxious to see a change in Stacy's dating fortunes is her mom.
Any good doctor or lawyer or, yes, I would love to see my daughter date.
Do you think Pampy stops her from doing that?
Yes, I do. I would say that the relationship between Stacy and Pampy is a little twisted and a little over the top. I think that Stacy has forgotten that Pampy is an animal and not a human being.
I have to say, I agree. I think it's time to see what Pampy's gonna be like when she's separated from Stacy, just for a little while. I wanna see if this dog still suffers from separation anxiety.
Victoria sets up a camera. and she and Stacy head out to the car to observe how Pampy will respond to being left alone for the first time in 5 years. But the separation may prove more of a problem for Stacy than for Pampy.
She's not sure that I really would do this to her, that I would really leave her, because we're such a team.
Everything that Pampy does, Stacy thinks about it in human terms, as if Pampy were a human. And in fact, she's not thinking dog.
I just feel like the dog's smarter than me, and I feel like the dog is so smart that she knows this is all a test, and she's trying to hang on right now and keep her cool.
Pampy goes beyond just keeping her cool.
What surprised me was that she did precisely nothing. None of the classic signs of separation anxiety were there. In fact, at the end of half an hour, she was asleep.
Maybe I feel like maybe I've been played, I've been played for the fool. I don't know.
Victoria's got the measure of Stacy's situation.
I think it's time that Stacy learned to be apart from Pampy for a little while. Just as important that Pampy learns to be apart from Stacy.
Victoria's next stop is with a bachelor who, like Stacy, has a dog that's destroyed his dating life.
Hello. Watch it. Lucy, come here.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, guys.
Tripe, that's Lucy.
Oh, Lucy. Tell me about your dogs.
Well, Lucy I've had for about 5 years. I got her as a puppy. Lucy's great with kids. She's great with people. She's great with all animals, little dogs, big dogs. She's just a great dog.
Lucy might be the perfect pet, but the latest addition, Tripe, is another story.
Basically, I was living in Brazil, and I found Tripe, and I was driving my car, saw him on the side of the road, and he was hurt, so I picked him up, had to bring him to the vet, and they had to amputate his leg, and hence he became a three-legged dog, or Tripe, which means tripod in Portuguese. Found out that he had problems when I brought him back to the States, and I had some friends come over with their dogs. And I saw the reaction, him attacking a Pomeranian a couple times and other dogs. He doesn't jump after every dog, but a lot of them he'll attack.
One of Tripe's previous victims is friend Sharon's Pomeranian, Chance. To keep things safe during their visit, Tripe is put in the backyard.
Come on, see Lucy. Look, hi, Victoria.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi.
Hi, baby girl.
Mike, Sharon, and their dog spent a lot more time together before Tripe entered the picture 2 years ago.
I can't hang out with Mike anymore because I can't bring my dog over because Tripe attacked Chance twice. Yeah.
Just bolted after Chance.
Oh my God, it was
and
terrible.
just went for the neck. I mean, like, he's just cruising around. Next thing you know, it just like lunged. Just ran 10 feet and lunged right at him.
Right. Tripe, always attacking other dogs has caused Mike's social life to really be impacted terribly. Ever since Mike has rescued Tripe, he has not been able to have a girlfriend. It'd be really great if he could meet a girl with a dog and they could all get along just wonderful.
To observe Tripe and Chance in a safe way, Victoria has put them on leashes and brought them into the same room.
I just want to see Tripe's body language. When an insecure dog realizes that aggression works, that it gets rid of the other dog, then they're more likely to use it again and again and again, and then they become confident that their aggression works. Both dogs are practicing avoidance with each other, which is good. They're coping with it in their own way, which is what I like. All right.
Tripe might be on his best behavior inside, but outdoors, it's another matter.
You come and sit down in a cafe or you're walking your dogs, you see a beautiful woman walking towards you with her dogs, and what happens?
As me eating, usually the first thing I'll say is you keep your dog way over there. No, I mean the world, if I could have my cake and eat it too. Meaning that I have Tripe and I meet a woman with a dog and that the dogs can get along. But right now that doesn't look very promising.
And sure enough, Tripe's manners towards passing dogs are not exactly inviting.
Hey, come on, leave it.
When Tripe's at a cafe and he sees another dog coming towards him and he goes all out for it, he wants to get at that other dog, and it just doesn't make for a very calm experience. Plus the fact that he did look very uncool when Tripe suddenly launched at the dogs walking past. He is never gonna get a girl like that.
And come on, Lucy, what are you doing?
Coming up, Mike and Stacy get a reality check.
How can you have a relationship when the dog's biting?
And Victoria reveals her secret plan.
I've also been working with somebody else. Oh my God. And you never know.
You never know.
Expert dog trainer Victoria Stilwell has been observing the problems caused by Mike and Stacy's dogs on their dating lives.
Leave it.
She's seen Mike's dog Tripe lash out at passing pooches.
Hey, leave it.
And she's witnessed Stacy's dog Pampy's dislike of men. Now, it's time for Victoria to tell each owner where they've been going wrong.
I think the first thing is she has a long history of biting people. Everybody, particularly men. Right. How can you have a relationship with a man, especially when the dog's biting? Let's talk about the separation anxiety. Okay. So who do you think suffers from more separation distress, you or Pampy?
I'm gonna say it's me. It's definitely me. It's the human.
I want to get you back out dating again without Pampy.
I would put so much value on having a normal dating life.
Victoria has an equally frank assessment for Mike.
Tripe has a big history of attacks then. Not good. For a three-legged dog, he's very strong and he moves very fast. How many dogs do you think he's bitten since you've had him?
5, 4, 5, something like that.
I'm here to help you, as it were, make Tripe less reactive, to understand why he's doing it, and to help you modify that behavior. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
After I told Stacy and Mike about their problems, it was time to tell them about each other. While I've been working with you, I've also been working with somebody else. Oh. Very lovely single man. Oh my God. His dogs are also affecting his dating life big time. Interesting. I'm gonna help both of you individually, but I also think you could help each other. And I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to be able to use her to help you train Tripe. And you never know.
You never know.
If romance blossoms.
I'm looking forward to meeting the mystery woman. If for no other reason, then she has very similar experiences as I do, and I think it'd be great to compare stories.
I'm just open to see what happens. I think it'll be fun.
So let's get training. All right.
Before Mike and Stacy and their dogs can meet, Victoria will work with each owner individually. Training begins with Mike.
I wanted to teach Mike how to get Tripe's focus. That's the way that he's going to be able to control Tripe in areas where there are lots of other dogs. When you're on the street, your dog spies another dog in the distance, waits for that other dog to come up and pass it. So there's that anticipation, the adrenaline starts to go through the body, and then all of a sudden it explodes, boom.
Hey, leave it.
I want to see, can Tripe take his focus away from the dog and put it onto you?
Victoria uses treats to get Tripe's focus.
Oh, good boy. I don't necessarily care if he sits, if he stands, if he lies down, don't care. Just as long as I get that focus. Put it in front of his nose and get it up to your eyes. Front of his nose, up to your eyes.
Look. Good boy. Good boy.
Lovely, very good. If you get your dog's brain to focus on something else other than that emotion of looking, and that is why I'm using food. Food plays a very, very important role, especially with a fearful dog. The more the dog is concentrating on smelling and tasting, the less it's concentrating on being fearful. You have to make yourself more motivating than what is out there. So I'm gonna sort of run about. Hi.
Acting as an added distraction, Victoria tests Mike's ability to keep Tripe's focus.
Tripe.
Good. By the end of the training, Tripe's focus was much better with Mike, and Mike was more relaxed.
Making progress with Mike and Tripe, Victoria turns her attention to Bachelorette Stacey and her dog Pampy's aggression.
I want to give Pampy some pleasant experiences around men because essentially she fears. Yeah. And her whole body language is telling me that she just is scared. So we are going to show her that when men come here, that it's not a bad thing. This technique is going to help Stacy protect her dates when they come over and also make her feel a bit more relaxed. So.
Victoria has briefed 3 visitors on how to approach the home safely. Now, she shows Stacy how it's done.
Just come up and throw a treat at her. There, that's it. Lovely. She's now sniffing your pants, which is really good because she's getting your scent. All right, and that's really important for her to get information about you. Now she's looking at you. Throw one over there. Now we walk. Good. Let's go. Lovely. All right.
Victoria's first guest makes it safely into the house. Now it's Stacy's turn.
Hello. Come on in.
So much of this relies on Stacy being able to manage her environment correctly and being able to tell whoever comes onto her property, tell those people what they need to do.
And just toss the treats, just casually, and then let's stand for just a moment. Once you started to realize there are treats connected to anyone entering the property, especially men, that good things are gonna happen. She was picking up really, really fast. So it was exciting.
Tell him also about if he wants to move, sort of throwing a treat.
Oh, you can throw a treat, which will diffuse the movement.
With Stacy's guidance, the second guest also makes it inside.
I think Stacy did a really good job. I had to remind her of a couple of things, but she seemed to be a lot more relaxed than she previously had been. And we got guy number 2 inside the house, and he sat down, and then Pampy lay down.
Now for the final test. Victoria's third visitor is wearing sunglasses, which Pampy hates.
Go for it. Throw the treat.
Okay, throw the treat.
But even with the sunglasses, Pampy is more interested in earning a treat than in showing aggression.
It was so much less anxiety, barking, tension, as compared to other gentlemen who have come down that driveway with sunglasses on. I give Pampy an A+, Victoria an A+. Me, be good too.
You trained her by her.
Coming up, the focus training worked well for Mike indoors, but how will Tripe react on the street? Victoria's on a special mission to help 2 single dog owners whose pets are preventing them from dating. She's begun training with each individually.
Boy.
Throw the treat.
Okay, throw the treat.
And if things go well, she hopes to bring them both together. Now she wants to show Bachelor Mike how to introduce his dog Tripe to new dogs safely.
Tripe is essentially a fearful dog around other dogs, and he shows me this because he practices avoidance a lot. When another dog looks at him, he turns away. It's different when the dog's sitting to when a dog is actually walking by.
Right.
Okay? But to begin with, I just want to do a little bit of parallel walking. So let's just sort of walk to the fence and walk back again. Go for it.
Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. No pull. Good boy.
Nice.
Good boy.
Love
Good
it.
boy. No pull. Good boy.
Perfect. Now, if Tripe wanted to go and say hello, just to sort of sniff the behind, then I would allow him to.
Yeah.
But for dogs that are fearful of other dogs, it takes a long time to even graduate to getting close and being able to get information by sniffing the behind. But this is a start.
To build on Tripe's progress, Victoria wants to introduce another bigger dog.
I want you to do the parallel walk exactly as you did with Allie and Lucky, and then talk to Allie like she's a woman you've just met.
Good
girl.
How you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing?
You doing okay? Is that your dog?
This is Ripley.
It's Ripley.
Beautiful.
It's a good-looking dog, by the way.
Turn around, come back. Lovely.
Come on. Good boy.
Beautiful.
He seems to be doing really well.
So they walked backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, no problem, and he could have a conversation with her, and that was what I wanted to get to.
Now Victoria moves the training to Tripe's most sensitive location.
Mike is a very social guy. He likes to sit at cafes and hang out. And with Tripe, it's really, really hard, so it's important for me to address that cafe situation. Now we wait for some dogs. In the past, Tripe's seen dogs and been fearful and then acted defensively. But I want Tripe to see dogs in a different light now. So he sees a dog and then he gets something good.
As a dog approaches, first Mike uses treats to keep Tripe's focus.
Good boy.
Good, good, good. All right.
Come here, Tripe. Tripe. When we're in a volatile situation and yet he was still able to focus on me, I was amazed how well he did. Come here, Tripe. Tripe. Come here.
That was good, okay.
The treats worked well, but Victoria wants to try something different.
I bought the Squeaky Fox toy to the cafe because I know Tripe loves it. And at the cafe, he hasn't really got anything to do. When Tripe sees the dog, sees it, I want you to squeak the toy and see what happens. And if he goes, oh, give him the toy, okay?
Look at the dog. Look at the dog.
Okay, now. Okay, come back. Keep him interested. There, that's it. Now just stay there.
Look.
This is another tool you can use. Not just praise, it's not just food, it's the toys.
But when the other dog gets too close, Tripe feels threatened.
Hey!
Bab.
Yeah,
Did
well-
you see him? Did you see him go like...
I saw him look up, and I didn't see anything. I couldn't see the
Just,
mouth.
you gotta watch the tension.
I'm still trying to understand some of the signals that she caught. She caught him stressing out, and I didn't notice that.
Before there's an explosion, there is stillness, even momentary. The dog goes like that, looks, tenses, and then goes. Just follow.
To refocus Tripe, Victoria takes a step back and initiates a walk on the street to gently reintroduce the new dog. First, they follow the other dog.
Gotta have lots of good experiences following.
Then they do a parallel walk.
Lovely. Very nice.
Once Tripe knows the other dog isn't a threat, they can return to the cafe.
This is fantastic. I hope that this can happen when I introduce Mike to Stacy and Tripe to Pampy.
Coming up, Stacy's on the loose with her mom, and Victoria goes undercover. But who has the biggest separation issue, Pampy or Stacy? Victoria has been helping Bachelor Mike gain control of his dog, Tripe.
Good boy.
Good boy. No pull.
Now, she turns her attention to Bachelorette Stacey and her dog, Pampy.
I want to set up what you can do inside the house to help your leaving be better. Okay. And it's called independence training.
Oh.
Does she know the word stay? Does she know the word
Yes.
wait? She does. And the fact that she already knows it is great because that means we can just carry on to the next level.
Right.
So let's just start with the first thing. Come on, Baba. Here, sit. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Now, there's a difference, like this, and then backing away from her, turning your body and taking your eye line away. She's much more into following. Now, the reason why she's not following me is because she's not attached to me, but when you do this, she's more likely to follow you, okay? Okay. All right, so I just want you to do exactly what I've done. Okay. Pampy, stay. Okay?
Sure enough, when Stacy takes over, Pampy loses focus.
I've noticed this a lot with her, that she listens to you, but then sort of goes, yeah. I think you have to get the respect back and the focus back, because when you're more of a leader and you give more direction, the dog understands you. Okay. Try and get her focus onto you again.
Hello. Come here.
No, we don't go hello, come here. You go like this.
Okay.
Come. Just precise. Come here. Show her a treat. Good. Good dog. Okay, sit. Good dog. Stay. Good. Now come back in. Okay. Don't give her the opportunity to go. Reward her immediately. Good dog. Good dog. Stay. Come back in and reward her now. Back in and reward. Tiny little piece. Good girl. Be motivated. Good girl. Now go and just turn your back. Walk away. Tell her to stay. Stay. Now back in. Good. Good job. Body language was good. Your tone of voice was good. Excellent. I want you to do the final thing now. I want you to go into your bedroom and shut the door just for a couple of seconds and then come back out again, because that's a real test for her. Can she be separated from you behind a door and still stay in one place? Okay. All right, go for it. Stay. Stay. Good girl, Pampy. Wow. There, lovely.
This is all linked, all this training, because when a man finally does come into your life, you want him to build a good relationship with her. And the more clear and concise his communication is with her, the less confused she'll be and the more confident she'll be with him, because she'll know what to expect.
Yeah, I agree.
Later that evening, Victoria has Stacy's mom over to take the independence training one step further.
It's great to leave your dog with something to do, because separation anxiety manifests itself most of the time within the first half an hour that a person goes out. And that's why I bought this. This is just a small example of a toy that can be stuffed with nice food that can keep a dog's mind occupied when you are in that act of leaving. So what I also want you to do now is I want you to leave with your mum. Go to a coffee shop, go hang out.
Okay.
Hopefully this will all lead up to you going out on a date with someone. So before you leave, I just want you to give Pampy this toy and then just walk out the door.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
That's for you.
And go. I very quickly realized that either Pampy didn't like peanut butter or she wasn't used to having that particular toy.
Victoria replaces the toy with a bone filled with Pampy's favorites, chicken and cheese. Then she heads to her car to oversee Pampy's behavior from her monitor while Stacy and her mom arrive at a cafe nearby.
This is exciting. We're here alone.
It's a little unsettling for me right now.
Pampy hasn't touched the bone. She loves what is in that bone, but she's not eating it, and dogs that do feel distress when separated can't eat.
If we could just take this for me to the next level, and I could go out on a date, and my date and I don't have to worry about checking back in with Pampy in 30 minutes, an hour. Like, we could go through a whole evening, start to finish, no dog, dog-free.
And then we could go on a double date.
Yeah! Cheers! Cheers to double dating!
She still hasn't touched the bone, so she doesn't feel that comfortable, but she's just lying down, and as long as she just lies down, she's not being destructive, she's not pacing, not whining or barking, then I still feel that she's okay.
After half an hour away from her dog, Stacy and her mom return to the house.
When you go in, again, make it no big deal, okay? And all she's been doing is literally standing up a little bit, then sitting down, then lying down. That's it.
For a dog that hasn't been left alone in 5 years, a 30-minute solo is a big accomplishment.
First of all, she's not showing severe stress, but she's not comfortable enough to eat. Anyway, you can go out quite happily for half an hour at this moment.
That's the progress we've made.
That's the progress. We're gonna have you going out on dates in no time, and they're going to be more than half an hour, okay?
Okay.
Coming up, Victoria leaves Stacy and Mike to continue training on their own.
When I return, if you've worked hard, I might introduce you to this gorgeous mystery woman that I have for you.
Basically, that's the carrot for me.
But will practice lead to a perfect date?
Tripe. Tripe.
Dog trainer Victoria Stilwell has been helping singles Stacy and Mike with their date-destroying dogs.
Just, you gotta watch the tension.
Now, she's leaving them both for a few days to continue their training and work on a few new challenges.
Go to the canyons and get a couple of guys sort of set up throughout the walk that can just walk past her and throw her a treat. And then strike up a conversation and then get the guy to walk with you.
Okay.
And gradually hand over the leash to him.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be thinking of you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll need it.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
It's all new concepts to me, so of course I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit overwhelmed.
Across town, Mike is getting his homework assignment.
Find a female friend with a dog. Do the following the dog. Then the parallel walk, then sit in the cafe. Your lady friend with a dog, you with Tripe. Get him to focus on you, look at you. Don't ever let him get to the stress level where he feels like he needs to react. When I return, if you've worked hard, I might introduce you to this gorgeous mystery woman that I have for you.
Basically, that's the carrot for me.
You gotta work hard for that. I'll see you soon in a couple of days.
Yeah, great.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya.
It's day one without Victoria, and Stacy's starting her homework.
Hey, Josh.
She's got 3 male friends on standby to greet Pampy along the trail.
You can give Pampy a little pet, too, when she's at a couple treats and go down to her level. That's what I have discovered.
With each friend using treats,
That's good. She didn't maul you.
praise, and affection,
Good job, Pamp.
Pampy's
All right.
more and more comfortable with Stacy's male companions.
The last gentleman, my friend Thomas, took the leash over and walked her back down the hill, and she's not used to letting other people drive the leash.
As Stacy and Pampy make their way down the hill,
Let's go.
Mike is on his way to the park to work on Tripe's focus training with his friend Allie and her dog Maverick. While Mike maintains Tripe's focus, Allie gradually brings Maverick closer,
Come on, come here.
until eventually they can walk the dogs together. First with Mike and Tripe following behind,
Tripe, good boy,
then side by side.
good boy.
Wow, that's a huge improvement.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't expecting Tripe to be as good as he was. You can see that Mike's been practicing. It's evident right away.
Tripe exceeded expectations, and he made me feel like I had a good handle on him. He did great.
Later on in the week, Victoria checks in on the progress of the training.
Let's see how Stacy and Mike have been getting on.
Good boy, good boy.
Today, Mike is returning to the cafe to continue focus training with Tripe.
Here comes another dog. Let's see how Mike handles this.
Look, Tripe.
Come on, Mike, get his focus.
Hey.
Your timing is way off, and this is all about timing.
Mike tries to regain Tripe's focus when his friend Sharon and her dog Chance arrive.
Come on, come here, come here, come here. Hey, not too close.
Oh, another dog. At first, there was so much stuff going on that it took a while to capture his focus.
Come on, get back, come on, back, focus.
But staying firm with the training, Mike is able to regain Tripe's attention.
Yeah, good boy.
That was perfect.
Now that Tripe is calm, Sharon and Chance can join them at the table.
This is great. You and Sharon are enjoying some time together, and the dogs are completely relaxed.
Wow, you can actually have a real date.
Across town, Stacy has her friend Henry stop by to continue working with Pampy.
Take the pouch.
Okay.
You're going to throw her some of the treats.
Okay.
Hi.
Here we go.
I love seeing you give Pampy positive experiences around men. This could help your dating life immeasurably.
Inside, Pampy's performance boosts Henry's confidence.
I'm gonna take a risk and really give her the treat with my hand.
Okay. Oh, and look, you got all your fingers still there. That's
That is-
great.
Yeah, that's a progress.
What a difference. Pampy nearly bit Henry during my observation, and now she's very calm around him.
Later that night, Stacy gets a little separation from Pampy as she and her mother pamper themselves at the nail salon. But she's forgotten one important step.
And then you give her the bone with the cheese and all that stuff in it that's supposed to keep her busy.
Oh my God, I forgot to give her that.
Oh, Stacy. So she's there without anything to occupy her.
This could be trouble.
But despite Stacy's slip-up, she and her mother return home nearly an hour later and find Pampy perfectly happy.
Everything looks like the way that we left it.
I think it's time to get Stacy and Mike involved with each other's training, and you never know, maybe with each other.
Coming up, Victoria has a special surprise for Mike and Stacy.
Romantic.
Goodness.
But will Pampy and Tripe let love blossom?
He's doing avoidance.
Today, Victoria's returning to bring single dog owners Mike and Stacy together.
Today, Mike and Stacy are going to meet each other and help each other with the training. And what they don't know is that if things go well, I have another little surprise up my sleeve.
She's invited Mike to Stacy's house to introduce him to both Stacy and Pampy and to help out with the training.
Just arrived at the mystery woman's house, and the mystery dog, of course, can't forget about him or her. And I'm pretty curious.
I'm really excited to meet the mystery man and just to find out what he's been dealing with, and it'll be nice to hear about somebody else's drama and stress instead of my own. Hi, Mike. Okay, what you're gonna do is grab the pouch of treats, and then as I buzz you in, you're gonna kind of say hi to Pampy and just stay relaxed and...
No sudden movements or he'll be attacked, huh?
No. And you're gonna drop a treat as you see her. You can give her a little treat, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Mike goes to work on winning over Pampy, which goes a long way with Stacy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
You can shake hands. I mean, she's not gonna go.
Yeah. Oh, Mike is charming, and it really came across to me right away when he came up my driveway with stuffed animals. It's just very thoughtful and very considerate.
I think she's smelling Tripe and Lucy.
Yeah?
Let her do that.
Okay.
Just let her do that. She is very interested. What's that?
You're awfully cute.
Pampy's clearly taken by Mike and his gifts.
Oh, this is great.
That was easy.
Is that the normal effect you have on women then?
Give him a gift and never see him again. Thank you.
Thank you. What a gentleman. Thank you.
And after just a few minutes, he safely makes it inside.
My story is that Pampy has separation anxiety.
Tripe tends to be dog aggressive.
Okay.
Not with every dog,
Sure.
but with a lot of them.
It's not long before Mike's got Pampy eating out of his hand. But what does he think of her owner?
Stacy seems like a very nice woman. It's interesting to meet someone who can relate to my issues, because I haven't really met anybody who's been affected because of their dog in the dating world.
Now that Mike has passed the Pampy test, it's Stacy's turn to help train with Tripe.
Good boy.
Victoria brings the couple to a local park to introduce the dogs on neutral territory.
I brought Stacy and Pampy here to train with Mike and Tripe because, again, it's another new dog for Tripe to meet, and it's another dog and owner that Mike can practice with. You take it from here and tell her what you need her to do, okay?
Why don't you walk this way? I'll decide how close I get to you or not.
Okay.
Okay, good boy. He's doing avoidance. Tripe may be practicing some avoidance, but I'm much more social than Tripe, I think, and Stacy seems like a really intelligent, interesting woman, so I won't be practicing avoidance. You keep him on your left, I'll be on your right.
It's not long before Tripe becomes more sociable.
I thought the training with Tripe and Michael went really well. I thought Pampy and I were exceptionally helpful and an asset to the situation.
Does anybody have a bag?
I do.
Thanks,
Oh, when romance blossoms over a poop bag. Hello.
With parallel walking posing no problems, the dogs are able to become more intimately acquainted.
Do a butt sniff. There you go. There you go. That's fine. They just said hello to each other.
Yeah.
Tripe did very well meeting Pampy for the first time. He practiced avoidance first, and then he went in and had a good old sniff. Perfect. Now that the dogs seem pretty happy with each other, let's just take a stroll in the park. Romantic.
Goodness.
I've set up some champagne and some blankets for the dogs and a few hors d'oeuvres.
I was so surprised when we came upon a table for two in the middle of the park with champagne and chocolate strawberries.
Champagne. It was great. Oh, goal!
Good stuff. Cheers.
It's good dogs.
It's a great dog.
Looks like Stacy and Mike are getting on really well, and so are Tripe and Pampy. They're very relaxed, so who knows, this might lead somewhere.
It was great just sitting there not having to stress and just relax and just be peaceful with Tripe and another dog close by.
Mike, I'm going to give this envelope to you because there's one thing that we still haven't dealt with, and that's Pampy's separation anxiety. I gave Mike and Stacy a gold envelope, and inside there's a dinner invitation.
All expenses paid dinner for two.
Oh, okay.
And Stacy, you cannot bring Pampy.
Oh,
Enjoy. Love Victoria.
When you can get to the point where you can be out for a couple of hours, then it's time to do the dinner date.
Okay.
So don't rush it.
Okay.
But that's your challenge.
I'm really looking forward to the dinner with Mike. It'll be really fun.
It's really nice that we have an opportunity to, an excuse, if nothing else, to go have dinner together.
So I'm going to leave you to it and enjoy. I really hope Stacy and Mike use all the training that I've given them to really put their dating lives back on track. Even if this isn't a love match, their dogs have got to get used to the fact they're going to be dating.
Cheers, Victoria! Yay!
Since I left them, Mike and Stacy have moved forward with the training and with their lives.
Well, Victoria, the training's gone well, and I found 3 dogs in Brazil. I rescued them off the streets, brought them back, and Tripe is doing really well with them. They're all getting along famously.
This is great, Mike. Tripe looks really relaxed around the new rescue dogs. Great job. Let's hope Stacy's done her work too, because tonight is the date with Mike. And that means Pampy's going to be by herself for a couple of hours.
I'm really nervous about leaving Pampy tonight because this dog is still a work in progress.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. Are you stressing out not being around Pampy right now?
You know, I'm very surprised, but I'm not. I really have enjoyed dinner. I haven't worried about it.
Well, dinner was a success, but I'm really interested to see how Pampy did.
Hi. You did a very good job.